Tonight on Prairie Fire, we'll visit the Rayville Museum in Monticello. It holds the amazing model train collection of Ray McIntyre.
Hi, I'm Allison Davis. Welcome to Prairie Fire. 89-year-old Ray McIntyre of Monticello proves that you don't have to be a kid to enjoy playing with model trains. He has spent a lifetime collecting railroad memorabilia, and he has so much stuff that he has his own museum called Rayville.
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blow? Rise up so early in the morning. Can't you hear the captain shout? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo, singing fee-fi, diddly-I-O, fee-fi, diddly-I-O, fee-fi, diddly-I-O, strumming on the old banjo.
Well, when you come in, it's like you kind of walk into your own little world when you come in here. You're back in the 50s, or you can be in the Old West, or you can be in an oil refinery, or whatever you want to be in.
Where have you seen anything like this? There, as far as we know, there are far and few between.
I just think it's all very unique. I think it's good for the public to see it. I really do. In fact, I think it's educational.
Instead of children, cars, homes, this is his baby and his family.
'89-year-old Raymond McIntyre is the quiet but proud curator of Rayville in Monticello, Illinois. Open to the public since 1966, the museum displays his lifetime collection of railroad memorabilia. It is also home to the town of Rayville, an 8-by-40-foot train layout, mostly hand-built by Ray. People of all ages from all states and countries have visited Rayville and signed Ray's guest book. And although he doesn't talk much, Ray takes great pride in displaying his work.
His biggest thrill is when he's got company in here and able to run the trains for him.
You know, when certain kids are looking at certain things they like, he just gets all, you know, he likes it. And he wants them to like it.
When I first come here, we had a lot of kids and lined up all the way around this table.
Some days are busy, others are slow. But for 30 years, Ray's museum has always had an open door.
He's here every day at 8 o'clock in the morning, and he goes to the local restaurants for lunch, and then he walks home at 4 o'clock. But Christmas, New Year's, Easter, he's here. This is his home.
The tracks that brought Ray to Monticello came from Danville and began in Paris, Illinois. Born in 1907, Ray lost both of his parents by the age of 10. He had completed just 6 years of school when a Danville farmer promised him all the milk he could drink in exchange for work. But Ray never saw a drop.
And I think at the age of 16, he just fend for himself, didn't have a job, didn't know where his next meal was coming from, did odd jobs for farmers, and traveled wherever he wanted, whenever he wanted. And he was at an age where he thought he could make it on his own.
So he went to work for the railroad.
He worked on a section, I believe, on the track gangs. And that's hard work.
Oh, I tried it, but I couldn't take it. It's too hard to work.
Ray wanted to start making furniture, but he couldn't afford the tools. However, he had enough money to buy his first model train set.
In 1953, he had my trains in the garage.
His first set grew to fill the garage, but Ray was running out of space.
I wanted to collect things, but I didn't have no place to put nothing.
6 years after buying his first train set, Ray found a new place to expand his hobby.
In 1959, I moved my train to the old church, 605 Kimber Street, Danville, Illinois.
Tom Wynn remembers the first time he went to see Ray in the old church.
I thought it was absolutely amazing, you know. He had a layout similar to the bigger one he's got here, and he had all of his old classic trains and them all on shelves all the way around the room. And he had a little place in the back where he stayed.
Ray and Tom had a few successful railroad shows in the church, and the word got out. Soon the Piatt County Historical Society became interested in Ray's trains.
1966, I moved my trains to Monticello. 217 Washington, that's this place.
When he came, he had no job. He needed a job, and he needed a place for his railway. And an arrangement was made for him to come to Monticello, bring his railway things. We had the building that provided a place for him to live. Then we were to take care of him, and in return, all of these things belonged to the Piatt County Museum.
When Rayville opened and newspapers and visitors came, its quiet proprietor was filled with pride, happy to show off his railroad treasures.
I still think he has a romance for the way things looked in, because that's what he's mostly copied. And I think that's the idea of everybody likes railroad and running these steam trains or riding on them, because that is a part of our era that's gone.
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blow? Rise up slowly.
There's a wreck on the street corner. Here's the wedding. Here's the house on fire. This is the old western town. Yeah, we're in the mountains. This guy here, he's going to rob the bank. These guys here, they're supposed to be building that shed. But I can't get them to do anything. There's the circus.
As Ray gets older, friends have become important to Rayville's survival.
It's relaxing to come in here and talk to Ray. And time or two he'll need a little thing done or something, and you know, you got to crawl under the table and do it.
I've enjoyed working with model trains, and he needed some work here on the HO layout. It was incomplete, so I went ahead and completed some buildings for him.
People also feel comfortable donating their collectibles to the museum.
They know he's a great collector, that he'll take care of them. He won't be trading them off, and they know that they'll be displayed somewhere.
But all of this will not be around unless community support continues to grow.
There's some very interesting things here, some very good things, and they need to be taken care of. And we certainly need help.
The Rayville Museum is truly a place all its own. It is Raymond McIntyre.
He has realized a dream that most men would like to have done. Most men would like to have gone to work every day and played with trains, and Ray has done it. And he's still doing it, and I think that's just fabulous.
I think he'll be with these trains until they have to carry him out on his back, because he's like a child growing up all over again.
I think it's kind of unique, and I think it's really worth seeing. It's a little miniature world that's part of your dreams and the real thing, you know? And you can see it actually work. And it's got a name, Rayville.